Damn.
Hey guys, it's Jeff from Tiny House Dates. So I've got Marcus Alvarado on the phone for People's Tiny House Festival. That's coming up next weekend. A pretty cool festival, especially out in Colorado, my favorite place in the States. So I've got Marcus on the phone. Hey Marcus, how you doing?
Hey Jeff, how's it going?
Good. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we got to do this. I was actually excited yesterday because when you said, hey, we could do this, I was like, that's fantastic. I really wanted to be able to share this event, especially with someone like yourself, who's the promoter, the host, who's putting this out there. No one else is better to speak about this type of information but you. You've got the people at your fingertips. So I'm just going to let you run and talk about what you want to talk about. I had a few people that I saw on your speakers list that I think the world of. So it's great that you can run and talk about more than just those few. But, well, I'll let you talk because I could talk all day.
Yeah, no problem. So, Jeff, what we got going on over here is what we're really trying to do over here in Colorado is we understand that all coasts come in, right? So we know we can have a lot more national traffic through our event. So we're really trying to shape up not just the tiny house movement, but also the van life movement, the schoolie movement. We're trying to merge all these worlds together.
Right.
And we're being, it's going really well. I think we're going to be really successful at doing so. They really haven't collided on this large of a stage yet. So that's really going to be our main focus for this event. Obviously having tiny house builders come and showcase their models from all across the country. And then we're also going to have a lot of panels surrounding just hot topics, hot questions around the movement, just for simple living in general. Because what we understand is this is a simple living movement. It's bigger than just tiny houses, it's bigger than just vans. It's a need. It's a need for a reinvented American dream of having more time on your hands, not spending all your time paying off a 3,000 square foot house. And that's really our focus. We're really trying to put on a full exhibit of all those different facets of simple living. So we have a really good group coming up, and we have a lot of good speakers who are coming to the event, and we're just making it a little bit of a taste of Colorado Springs as well. We'll just throw that in there as well, so we can have our city well represented. It's a big tourist city. I know you've been here before, so we're really just trying to focus on making sure those points are hit on. And if that happens, the people will make it a great event. So we understand that, and we're stoked about it. 5 days away.
I'm smiling as you're saying what you're saying because and this is really funny that you brought it up. I just did a vlog yesterday in regards to, it was something that was bothering me a lot, and I was listening to Kent Griswold from Tiny House Magazine and Ethan Waldman from Tiny House Lifestyle. He was interviewing him, and he was talking about that movement and how certain people want to separate or feel that separation between the vans, the schoolies, the RVs, the campers. And my main point that I was driving home was exactly what you just said, which was it's a movement no matter what you live in. We're trying to get people to understand that everyone is involved in this, and it's just a way of life. It's a minimalistic way, and it really, really makes a difference. So hearing you say it just made me beam. So that's great to hear.
Absolutely, and like I said, this type of movement, this what I'm telling you, this simple living movement is not going to work if we don't collide these worlds. It simply won't. We got to link arms, and we got to make sure that people understand, counties understand, legislation understands that this is a simple living movement, and things need to happen. So we all really just need each other. We all want the same thing. And that's what we're really trying to do.
Right. So I was looking at your speakers, and like I said, I think the world of some of these people. I've watched them for quite a few years, like Kathleen Morton, who from Tiny House, Tiny Footprint. She's been around quite a while, and I know she's speaking at your event. Bryce Langston from, I'm trying to remember his Living Big Tiny House. Oh, I'm looking at it now. There you go. Living Big Tiny House. So he's been doing that for quite a while. He's a great musician, by the way. I don't know if you know that. I don't even know if he's going to be performing in any way.
Yeah, so that's funny that you talk about him specifically. So what we've been doing is talk about colliding worlds. John Kernahan, who does a lot of the East Coast Tiny House events,
right,
festivals, with us, and he's going to be an MC for the event. So he's been doing his homework on some of the speakers, and he's been he researched Bryce, and one thing that he saw was that Bryce was also on a soap opera. So we're going to pull that out of the hat with expected and make a fun little pull that up and just tell the audience that Bryce doesn't know we're going to do that. So we're really excited to have him there. That's
great. That's a great idea. Yeah, he'll be caught off guard, which I'm sure he's pretty. It seems like he's a pretty cool guy. I've spoken to him. I met him at the Florida Tiny House Festival. We had a tiny house there, and he came in and he loved the house. We took some pictures. So he was a really cool guy. Another one that probably I follow more than anyone else is Alexis and Christian from Tiny House Expedition. They're going to be at the event too.
Absolutely, they're people that we've worked with in the past. We always love having them come aboard. They just bring so much energy to every event that they come to. They also have their documentary, Living Tiny Legally, so they're going to showcase part 2.
Oh, nice.
Fresh, just was finished, so they're going to have that at the event. So they'll be showing the documentary in a workshop tent for people to come and see that. And like I said, they just bring so much energy. I was listening on their, I was actually watching their Instagram stories, and they're talking about coming the journey to the People's Fest, and just jogging the whole journey to everything that they do, and I love that.
Right.
So we're really excited to have them on board. They champion everything about this movement, from legislation to all the festivals. So they really hone in the people that we want there.
No, you're hitting it right on the head. They do champion that very, very well, and I think the past 3 or 4 years they've ramped up, and you can see the passion that's come out of them, and I think it's solidified a lot of people's feelings towards it. I think, like what you've been trying to say, trying to bring everyone together. I think it's been a slow process, but I think certain people are starting to make that connection to rope everyone in, and not in a bad way, obviously, but to make it work. So yeah, that's fantastic. I'm trying to think, is there anyone else you want to talk about before I talk about music, or I know there's going to be a music there as well.
Yeah, just one last thing is our other keynote, Matt DeBoigne.
Yes, Matt DeBoigne.
From California. Yeah.
Hobo Office?
Homes. Yeah. So he's bringing out, he's actually trending on Facebook right now. He's got like a little porta potty tiny house that he built. I think it's up on, I forgot, is it Upworthy? I think it's on Upworthy for Facebook. It's a really big page. Anywho, this guy, he's come from all different stacks. He was originally known as the Office Hobo. He lived in his office for 2 years.
Wow.
Without anybody ever knowing, and then he wrote a book about it.
No, I never even... See, that's cool.
No one ever knew.
Yeah, I would not have known that.
Hobo for so long. Yeah, so that's him. He's coming. He's bringing that build. He's never really brought it across country, so this is his first time doing it, so fingers crossed of him making the journey over to Colorado. And yeah, we're super excited about him. And like you said about Kathleen, Kathleen, man, she's great, and she's well connected into the van life movement.
Yes.
She does her own events. She does van gatherings. She's actually got one going on this weekend, and then she comes to our event, and then she's got another one the following weekend.
Yeah,
we're going to promote her and get the word out about that. And we want to eventually, tag up on something that's going to be bigger. So that's really what we're trying to do is make sure we're converging these worlds so big. Cause that van life movement is absolutely, it is a huge movement over Instagram.
Yeah, I'm with you. We post that event. We posted Colorado. We posted Teos. We posted North Carolina. All these are coming up. So they're huge, and it was one of my biggest things with Tiny House Dates that we wanted to make sure that we weren't just talking about tiny homes on wheels or a yurt or something to that effect. We really wanted to make it all encompassing with the van life, with the schoolies. So you're right up my alley as to exactly what we've been doing on Tiny House Dates. So yeah, you're preaching to the choir.
Well, that's great. Like I said, yeah, we're really excited about the speakers that we got coming in, and we'll be staying in the same area during the event, so we'll be able to tag up and have a little powwow and what we think we should do as far as moving forward, just with the movement, if anything we can do to once we're getting together to make something special happen. So
that's awesome.
We're really stoked about that, and there are a lot of them are going to be on the panels too. So they're not just speaking; they're also going to be on panels.
Oh, right, I did see that. And I think also the one last one that I saw on the main page was Greg Parham from Rocky Mountain Tiny Homes.
Right. Yeah. So Greg, he's been over here in Colorado for a while. He's over on the western slope of Colorado. He's a builder of Rocky Mountain Tiny Homes.
Okay, cool.
And he has brought. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, cool, because I remember seeing his face, and you see so much. You only have so much time in a day to look at everyone and listen to everyone, and over the months and years. So when you hear a name, you go, I know that name, and you try to figure out where it's from. And then I saw it pop up on your festival, and I went, oh, all right. So sure, there he is.
Yeah, he's well involved. I mean, he's in Colorado. We have a lot of different events. So we have a Colorado Tiny House Festival that happened a little earlier on.
Right.
That's a builder who's storing that. His name's Art. He's from Einstein Tiny Homes. But he also tagged up with Greg the very first year. This was the second year. So last year, Greg actually helped out on that festival. Then Greg just shows up. He just does all he can to be in support of all the festivals that he goes to.
Right.
He's a luminary here in Colorado. As well as a builder, so he gets around and he helps champion, like we said, the word champion. He champions this movement and what we're trying to do for these festivals, because at the end of the day, these festivals have a lot of different stacks of people. Everybody from, I don't know what the heck a tiny house is, they're going to be stepping in.
Right.
The very first one, to people who are coming to ready buy, to figure out what legislation's doing, to just real serious buyers, right? So you have all these different stacks of people. So it's a really fun event to go to.
No, I'm with you 100%. That I'm just popped up on my screen. I'm speechless, but only because I think there's so many things to talk about, and I'm glad you're hitting on them. I think you and I had spoken once before when we were talking, and we talked about the impact it has on the community for these events, which is obviously really helpful to the community in general. People spend money, and then the hotels for those who don't have tiny homes, obviously, and they want to come to the event as well.
Right. So, I mean, I can talk all day about the economic impact of what a festival like this will have, just because what we have is a lot of people from outside of Colorado coming.
Right.
Festivals I've done in Colorado Springs, tiny house festivals I've done in Colorado Springs have been anywhere from about $2.5 million to $3 million just economic impact.
Wow.
It's just a big place for attractions. And, with that being said, as an event organizer, what we try to do is get the entire city on board and championing it. So what we have is we'll have giveaways for, it's called the Cave of the Winds. It's a really cool attraction in Colorado Springs where you get to go down to these caves and you tour them. So we have tickets given away from them.
Oh,
We have
nice.
Garden of the Gods in Colorado Springs. We try to get them all involved because we know we're going to have a lot of tourists, and they're going to stay here. Beyond the event, they'll probably stay here with their families to enjoy the last leg of vacation before going back for, when the kiddos go back to school.
Right.
And we want to make sure that we leverage that economic impact as best as we can for the city and have them involved. And that's what we really are trying to aim in on for this inaugural event. I think we're really going to hit on the nail for that one, too. So I'm actually really proud about that, for sure.
No, it sounds like it. So I want to plug your production company. Was it Paint Red? Or
so
Red?
It's like IT Paint. It's Red Productions. My favorite color is red. I always thought red to me is more of a passionate,
Sure.
bold color. So I love that in the name of anything that I do, because that's what I want to represent as far as any brand that I put on events for. Right, is bold and unique and passionate. And,
No, that's smart.
Going all out for what you want. That's what it represents when I say Paint It Red Productions. So, we have a really good production team that's kind of forming up from this event. This is the first inaugural event under that label. So we're really excited about that. A lot of great coordinators who have helped me with festivals before. Angela Alcorn, another one who has been a very big luminary as far as putting on festivals.
Nice.
With me. And she's a tiny houser herself. She lived in a motorhome with her 2 kids, 2 dogs, and husband, while she was helping me put this on from Oregon. I'm from Fort Collins, so us communicating for a whole year and then finally meeting is just one. That's an event in of itself.
Yeah. That's
really excited about
got to be exciting, right? See, that's fantastic. Any other sponsors you want to call out? I'm only saying it just because since you've got a moment to do it, why not throw them out there? I mean, I just pulled it up and I'll throw them out there and then you can chime in. Bass Pro Shops, obviously the U.S. Air Force Academy, who's lending you their space. Sky Sox Baseball, the Antique Garage, Photo Love Bus, the Gazette, Haunted Minds, Tentrix, Tumbleweed, and then Paint It Red. So, any others that you want to throw out there, or are you just happy to have those?
There are. We are so excited. Yeah, thanks for even mentioning that, Jeff. We have a ton of great sponsors. We have Colorado Standby, who is also supplying us out with generators and some solar power.
Nice.
Domino's Pizza, who is has been so generous to donate over 90 large pizzas for our volunteers and participants. That's a ton of pizza they're
That's
giving us.
awesome.
We have Dunkin' Donuts, who is going to help supply breakfast for everybody. We have a lot of great. I mean, we honestly wouldn't be able to put this event on without these great vendors. Antique Garages, they're going to be a vendor there. You guys, it's going to blow everybody's socks off because these guys were from all over the U.S.
Right.
We store everything from pianos to old doors from the 1800s. And make something special out of them, and it's really great. We actually have so that area where Antique Garages is a really nice area in Palmer Lake, Colorado, and they actually have an Airbnb. So the team's staying out in the Airbnb in the middle of the mountains. It's beautiful, great place to reset your mind and collect yourself before an event like this.
Oh my gosh,
it's been fantastic.
I'm jealous.
So we're really stoked about everything.
I am absolutely jealous. I mean, go ahead.
No, you're right. I mean, it's been, like I said, we wouldn't be able to put this event on without them. One last one is Tentrix and Tumbleweed. Those two have really helped us so much. We have Tentrix who supply this with, I don't know if you've ever been to DIA, Denver International Airport.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's got a really unique skyline to it with the tents outside of it. It looks like the Rocky Mountains.
Yes.
They supplied us with a 50 by 70 foot tent, on them, just because we know the elements of Colorado, when you're out for an event outside Colorado, it's either going to be raining or it's going to be really hot. So for them to provide us shade is just so special for us. So we're really excited about that. And of course, Tumbleweed, they've helped push this event out. They're local, one of the largest, tiny house manufacturers in the country.
Right.
They've done everything they can to push the word out with us, and they're following. So really happy with everything that all of our sponsors have contributed to helping us.
I mean, you've got to be able to say, well, I'm going to say it. That's a testament to you. I mean, let's be honest, Marcus. I mean, that's an endeavor in and of itself. Takes a year plus to put something like this together. And it sounds like you've done an awesome job with the people that are coming, with the sponsors, with the music. I'm blown away. And like I said, I'm jealous. This is a year. I wish I could be out in Colorado to see this one go through. Hopefully you'll pull up a third one. Actually, this is the inaugural for this, so I'm looking forward to next year. I would love to make it out there.
Jeff, we'll really want you out there next year, man. We're really stoked for you to come out, and we'll treat you to some real good treatment out here. Trust us, we'll have fun, and it's just a big party when you're out here. I mean, yeah, we're working the event, but once the people come out here, it's a celebration, right? It's a celebration of living. So, and I know you know that because you've been to festivals, and we got to make sure that we have that in mind with all the stress that comes with putting on an event. But at the end of the day, have a good time with it, and good things will come from that, right?
No,
that's where our mindset is, and we're excited.
I'm with you, man. I am absolutely with you. Is there anything else you want to talk about? I mean, we're rolling up on about 20 minutes, so I don't want to drag your day any more than what it is. I totally appreciate you making it out and talking for the time. I don't even think I'm going to have to edit this. I think I'm just going to plug it up and post some overlays behind me just so you can see what's going on behind me. But I think you hit it right out of the ballpark. So is there anything else you want to say before we wrap it up?
No, I mean, the only thing I would say would be more so focused to locals, because we have a lot of good local music coming to the event.
Nice.
Got an Austin Young band. He's going to be on the Sunday night, ending the final hour of the event. We got the Wirewood Station, who is a two-time Best of Colorado Springs band, bluegrass band. They'll be out there. And then we got some from the upper Front Range in Boulder, the Heartstring Hunters. So we're really excited about the music lineup as well. We're actually getting a lot of people saying we want more music. We want it throughout the event. So we're putting that suggestion into next year's agenda. We set so much panels this year, but yeah, we're really excited about our music, and that's really going to bring in a lot of people from the Front Range, because this is a big music state. They love their bluegrass and rock here. So,
yes, yes, 100%. I remember hanging out there. I was in Telluride one year, and we spent it in a few different places. and the music was amazing. The live music that they had running out there. Now I'm from Florida, so we have music, but it's nothing like that Northwest world where it's just the bluegrass is where it's at. So I'm with you.
Yeah, we're excited, man. That's it. That's really it. You know, it's a show. We're gonna have a great time. We're gonna have a full schedule. We're gonna have a lot of good beer and wine and music and simple living options, and then we'll be ready to go. That's it.
Very cool. Very cool. So who you're hearing on the phone is Marcus Alvarado, the founder and host, I got to say, for this People's Tiny House Festival coming up August 3rd through the 5th. That's next weekend. That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Don't miss it. You've heard what's going on out there. Take a look at tinyhousestates.com so you can reach through there and go directly to their website, or go to peoplestinyhousefestival.com. That's pretty much it. Marcus, thank you so much for your time. Have an awesome day, and I enjoy that next weekend, man. That is going to be amazing.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah.